Okay, I have taken some tape and taped down this blade. I do this on every knife that I sharpen. The reason is quite simple. Eric, we don't want any of these metal shavings or diamond grits to get into the pivot area. That could affect the entire opening and closing of the blade, of course, and this prevents it. First I wrap the pivot area, and then I run a strip down either side of the blade, and the purpose for that is if you're removing a lot of steel and on top of that a lot of the diamond grit comes off with it, that will actually scratch some of the blade. Now this blade is not in perfect condition or anything like that to worry about, but you know, why put any more on it that than is definitely needed? It's not necessary. So then I cut the tip off like that, and you want to make sure that you get a smooth rub on either side so it's not touching anywhere. Now first thing I'm going to do is pull out my 100 and 200 stones. The red is the 100 side, and I checked both sides of the angle by the marker. So I've set my bevel on that. I'm going to remark it so it will have a fresh line on it. That way I'll know what area has been gotten or perhaps missed. Okay? Some people like to do the circular motions. Some people like to actually do this, the Clay Allison stroke. I found that with time constraints as they are for myself, doing some mass sharpening, you know, a lot of different people wanting knives sharpened, and me trying to take care of a 3-year-old grandson, that it's almost impossible. So I have to get any shortcuts I can. This is one that I learned from a gentleman on YouTube. I don't recall his name. Maybe he knows who he is if he sees this. I do 1-inch sections at a time. Then I move down another section, 1-inch section, and I do that to the entire blade. And right now you're thinking, yeah, but that's not going to have uniformity, is it, all the way across? No, it's not. So what you do is, after you get that 1-inch section performed all the way across, then I do this. I place my fingertip on the end, just a little fraction off the tip. That way I'll know how far I'm going, so I won't slip off the blade. When I hit my finger, then I know that's far enough. Then I just work on smoothing it back out. After I get both sides done, then I go to the Clay Allison form of sharpening, and I count so many strokes per side depending upon what I feel is necessary for that particular steel. Always wipe down in between every change of sides of your stones from 100 to 200, etc. And any other extra wiping you want to do is not going to hurt.